Bad hair day. This job is so addictive. Those of you that have been around a while, you know what I'm talking about, man. I mean, how many times, and if you're new to the channel or new to trucking, you may not know yet, but you'll get your feel. If you hang around a little while, you'll understand. Oh man, yeah, the job itself is addictive, right? I mean, trucking in itself, especially over-the-road trucking, because when you have a CDL license and you have some experience, I don't care what anybody tells you, man, there's so many jobs out there. It's ridiculous. You're never gonna have a hard time finding a job. If you do, you're just looking in the wrong spot or something, you know. If you're having a hard time finding a job, it's because you're looking at mega carriers or some crap like that, you know. Yeah, I'm at Walmart getting my oil changed. Yeah. Yeah, so anyway, I thought I'd throw a quick video up there and give you guys a little update. Yeah, so I keep coming home to try to find a local job, but the ones that I want seem to be, they drag their feet about the hiring process. They seem to be inundated with applicants, and so they're able to do that, you know. But I don't know, I kind of don't want to make the mistake of just taking whatever job again and ending up having to switch jobs again in a few months. I do that with the over-the-road stuff anyway. I can't seem to stay out there over the road for more than a few months, and it just gets on my nerves, man. I get so freaking burned out with it, I can't stand to do it, you know. So I do it for a few months and then take some time off and go try to find a local job. I've never had a hard time finding one though. There's always something out there. And as far as over the road goes, I don't know if you guys have had the same experience or not. It don't matter what the heck you do. It don't matter what you do. You're always going to be able to find another job, man. You know how that big A word they say? The big A word, don't ever do that. I've done it at least a half a dozen times, man, and it hasn't made any difference. The only companies that will act like they don't want to hire you, the ones that will say, oh, you've had too many jobs, or you ate the truck, you know, ditched the truck or whatever, man, that's because those companies, they know they're no better than the ones you've already worked for. And a lot of times they're owned by the ones you've already worked for. And also there's this thing called CDL Scan, which is illegal, but it's based out of Russia. And a bunch of the crooked, dirty trucking companies, they use it. And what they do is they talk trash about you on that app, okay? And all the those dirty, crooked, criminal trucking companies all sign up for it, where they can talk trash about the drivers and get away with it. It's illegal in the United States, so it's based out of Russia, okay? And so they, if you're on that app and they're talking trash about you, then none of them are going to hire you. But actually, that's a blessing, because you really don't want to be working for those companies anyway. Those are the ones that are going to rip you off for your pay and stuff anyway. But as addictive as this job is, man, it is addictive, and I think it's just because of how much money you can make so quickly doing it. I mean, at the point I'm at, I can make $2 grand a week pretty easily out there driving over the road. You just get to a point where money's not that big of a issue anymore. It doesn't come into play so much, because after you've made that kind of money for a while, it takes a back seat to other things like quality of life, you know, and things like that. And of course with that I mean having time off to enjoy yourself and all of that. All the normal things people do in their lives. The normal people are not running up and down the interstate 24/7 in a freaking truck for months at a time. No, that's not normal. Anyway, so the addictive thing about it, like I say, is the fact that you can make a lot of money, and then if you do it right, man, well, the addictive part is you make a lot of money, the freedom being out there on the road like that, it's free. It's freedom, but it's not. Okay, you don't have a boss breathing down your neck unless you're driving for the wrong kind of companies. But and I don't know. It's almost like you don't have a job, but yet you can't go home. It's really stupid, really. It's really stupid. We're just freaking lazy people that don't want to work. That's what it is, right? Anyway. Oh, okay. I just got a text message that my vehicle service has started. Okay, that's good. Getting my oil changed at Walmart. But anyway, so what I was going to say is, yeah, this truck driving stuff is addictive, but I'm at the point where I'm really ready to just be home, you know, and so I've been talking to some of those jobs where they get you home on the weekends, and even some local jobs, and man, I can tell you one thing, they have started paying a lot more money. They have, yeah. But at this point, it's just about finding the right thing. I had a couple of bills I wanted to pay off before I left over the road, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that. I don't know. And especially with winter sitting in, I don't really like driving in the ice and snow. And so many of those companies will lie to you. Oh, we don't drive in it. They'll tell you to pull over, but they'll tell you to pull over if the weather's bad, but they'll send you right into the stuff, and then it's a different story when you get out there in it. They'll tell you to get up and get moving. Yeah, right. Bunch of liars. The trucking industry is a bunch of freaking liars. Anyway. So, I don't know. So, yeah, I just got ripped off by a trucking company, though. One out of Dallas that I was working for. I guess I need to make a different video about that. But I thought I'd touch base with you guys and see if you guys have had the same experience. I know everybody has. Over-the-road trucking is addictive because it pays so well. The jobs are so easy to get. Don't seem to matter what you do, you're always going to be able to find one. Okay. And the freedom of the job. You're free, but you're really not, because you can't really just go home whenever you want. So that sucks. But other than that, it's a pretty easy job. And they are freaking everywhere. Everywhere you look, somebody's hiring for CDL drivers, especially over the road. But guys, it's best to have a plan, you know. It's best to have some kind of a plan for what you're going to do with your career. You can't just go out there and spin your wheels without some kind of plan. These people who go out there and say, okay, I'm going to drive for a year, get my hazmat tankers, doubles, triples, and I'm going into LTL or hauling fuel locally or something. Those are the people who do really well, as long as they stick with their plan, you know, because there are really good paying jobs out there, and yeah, really good paying jobs where you can be home every night, that pay as much as the over the road people are making, you know. You just got to make yourself more marketable, more valuable to the industry. You know, you have to get your endorsements and get some experience under your belt. Anyway, so yeah, actually I've thought about doing that. I've thought about going and getting my hazmat and tankers. I used to have it a long time ago and I dropped it off my license. Anyway, I don't know. I know a couple of people who have done it recently and they're really enjoying it. They're home every night and they're making really good money, so yeah. But there seems to be two sides to that camp too. There's the people who get paid by the hour and the people who get paid by the load. Yeah, I don't know, so one would want to do a little bit of research into that. Of course, if you're getting paid by the hour, you're probably good to go, as long as you're not too worried about, you know, if you're not going to get greedy. You know, you don't want to mess around and you're getting paid by the hour and you got a good job and you start letting all these YouTube videos get to your head where you start thinking, boy, I could make a lot more money if I go out there and do one of those jobs where I get paid by the load, and then end up getting over there and find out it's not what they claim it is, and you done left a good job for a shit show. That happens a lot in trucking, man, because recruiters will lie to you, YouTubers will lie to you. Anyway, that's probably the toughest thing. That's the toughest thing I think that I had to deal with in trucking, was the fact that you couldn't freaking believe anybody, man. everybody's trying to make money off of recruiting you to somewhere, you know? Like, jeez, man, it's crazy. Anyway, so I got several I'm talking to right now. I'll make a video about what that Dallas company did. That was kind of screwy, but there's a lot of screwballs out there though. And it's hard to tell the good ones from the bad ones. That's why the industry has such a bad name. That's why so many people quit, man. Gosh. Anyway. Alright, so I thought I'd touch base with you guys, let you guys know what's going on. I think they're pretty close to being done with my car. And that's pretty freaking quick for Walmart. I've been on here, what, 10 minutes, 55 seconds? Pretty much 11 minutes. And they're about done with my car already. Jeez. Some of these Walmarts are pretty good, man. Yeah. Alright, so I guess I'll let you guys go until later, and I'll let you know what happens and how everything goes. Till next time, dread out.